Hello Redminers. In this video I'm gonna show you how to tackle types or trackers. We used to call them trackers in previous versions of Redmine, now they're called types. They're tightly connected to one of the last videos I'm gonna link at the end of this video to custom fields. So basically creating a type or a tracker is like creating a drawer or a category you can put your tasks in, kind of. So if you want to create a new type or a new tracker, you basically just give it a name. So for example, I'm going to create a tracker for HR. Why not? And I can define a new the default status, which is going to be new in this case. There's no reason for us to put it in any other statuses. By status, I mean the status you can define here in enumerations, which is a default Redmine core feature. Okay, moving on. Then you can define whether the task is displayed in a milestone or tasks with this tracker, to be specific. You can give it a description and you can assign the standard fields. This is a very powerful feature because you can actually define that this HR tracker will not have any standard fields or just the start date and due date. Meaning it will not have the parent task, which has implications. For example, you cannot create the parent task or define the parent task. And it's not going to have the estimated time because it doesn't matter in HR, and it's not going to have the percentage done, etc. So I'm going to set this to start date, due date, and priority and description because we want to say what we want to assign to people, and you can assign the custom fields here. You can do it also vice versa, meaning you can first create the custom field and then assign it to the particular tracker. So we're gonna skip this for now and come back to that later. And the tracker has to has a workflow. A workflow is something we talked about in earlier videos. I'm going to link that up at the end of this video. And workflows are defined here in the workflow admin settings. So for now, I'm going to just copy the workflow from a standard task because I don't need any special features. And I'm going to assign it to the HR project only, which means this tracker will be available for the HR project only. And now I'm going to save it. So when I go to a CRM project, for example, and go to, I have to enable the task tracking in order to see here the task tracking. And as you can see, it's not set up as a working tracker here. And if I go to the HR project and to the same place, I can see it's predefined here. So assigning it to the project only means that it's going to be pre-selected. You can later change it if needed. And now let's take a look how it looks. I'm gonna change the tracker to HR and you will see there's a start date, due date, and description. No custom fields, only the checklist and text, which are third-party plugins by Redmine App, and Watchers, which is a core Redmine feature. So like this, I defined that this task is gonna have just the start date, due date, and description and nothing else. If I change my mind, I can go to trackers and go to the newly created tracker, and I can adjust it because the path is not closed by saving the tracker. So I can add an assignee, which is obviously something I would be missing. I don't need category, I don't need a milestone, I don't need a parent task, but just in case, someone else might need it. And I will need an estimated time and percentage done. And for now, I'm going to leave the custom fields empty and just resave it. Then when I refresh the page, voila, I've got the estimated time, the assignee, and parent task percentage done. So like this, I can change what I can see within the task detail that is tied to a specific tracker. Sorry, this, as you can see, the tracker was not selected, so just coincidentally the bug tracker had the same kind of setting. You know what, for you to see the actual difference, I'm gonna set the bug tracker differently, so it doesn't have any of the custom fields or the standard fields. And now when refreshing it, you can see that the bug tracker has nothing here, like literally nothing. And when I switch to HR, suddenly a few other fields appear, which is precisely what we wanted. Now, this is the main purpose of the tracker. First, you can define like your own task category or drawer, so to speak, right? But the main implication lies within being able to change what you see, or most importantly, what your employees see or team members see on the project detail. Now, if I go back to the custom field settings and revisit the HR tracker, I can define that this tracker is going to have the issue internal ID, which is a custom field we set in the custom field introduction video. And if I save it and go back to the issue detail, change the tracker to HR, I'm going to see the issue internal ID. It seems like natural and like a no-brainer, but let me just stop here and explain what the implications are. You can actually create a tracker which has a lot of custom fields tied to a particular tracker. That means that, for example, you have a task where, I don't know, maybe you're a manufacturing company, just for example, and you want to know what's on stock in your company. So you will create a list of items with in custom fields and tie it to the task and set the format to Boolean, for example, and the display will be checkboxes. And I'm gonna name this like a stock item 1, and I'm gonna say it's visible to any users and only to the HR. It doesn't really make sense to have a stock inventory and HR tied together, but for the sake of this demonstration, let's go with this. And I'm going to define it for all projects, which means that after saving it, after saving it, I should be able to see the stock item custom field in the issue detail. For now, I'm just gonna check it within the types, and I can see that since I assigned it within the custom fields, I can see that already that it's assigned here in the custom field list within the tracker. So it's just a matter of refreshing it, changing the tracker to HR, and I will be able to see a stock item 1. Okay? So like this, you can create a very powerful stock item inventory for your company, or any kind of like checklist or custom field list. It can be a boolean like a checkbox, it can be a list, it can be a text box, it can be pretty much anything you need. So trackers and custom fields are something that is tightly connected to each other, and it's a powerful way of like adjusting Redmine to fit your company needs without the need of custom programming. So these were trackers and the importance in the Redmine environment. Thanks for watching.